It says you're live on Facebook.
Okay, let me get out my I think we're live.
Yeah, so, I just got a notification. Sarah Walker is live in Chakra Foundations.
It's so weird because there's a little delay on the
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, I've got to not watch it because it's going to stress me out. All right, I'm pulling up on my phone and I'll see. So we've got some viewers, it looks like. I'm going to get it on my phone so that I'm watching on my phone and not the group because it's, like I said, it's really weird experience. So let me get that up there.
Yeah, the live, the delay can kind of mess you up.
Yeah. So let's see here. I think we're good. Yeah. All right. So, hey, everybody. It's Sarah here with Valinda of SouthBayYoginis.com. And we are chatting with you about Kundalini Yoga and exactly what the heck that is. As you probably know by now, Valinda has a course all on Kundalini Yoga and the chakras, and it's part of our Chakra Magic class this time around, if you're interested in joining us for that. So remember, you're watching this live if it says live on the screen, and if it does not, then you're watching the replay. You can totally tag either one of us with questions. I know Valinda is here in this group. And that is it. So we're right on the money. And I'm just going to say hi, Valinda, and turn it right over to you because they don't want to hear me talk right now. They want to hear you and get to know you, my friend.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Thanks. Hi, everybody. It's Valinda Kokella. I'm the owner of SouthBayYoginis.com. I've been teaching all day, so I got my water close by. So excuse me. But I just want to thank Sarah for having me in the group, and really watching her do the chakra series has been phenomenal. The amount of information that you have given everyone in this free class has been phenomenal. So I can't imagine how the paid class is going to be. It's going to be off the charts, and I am super excited to be a part of it. So just to let you guys know, really, Kundalini Yoga is chakra yoga. And people say, well, why is that? Because in Kundalini Yoga and meditation, we are more concerned about your energy centers along the spine, the chakras, which you guys all have so much information on now. We are more concerned about the energy rather than the physical body. Even though Kundalini Yoga is a physical practice, it's a very simple physical practice. So the super exciting thing about it is you can do it in as little as 15 minutes a day and get the chakra balance that you're looking for. And that's why I love it. And I really dove deep into my Kundalini Yoga practice after I had my daughter, because I couldn't get to 90-minute classes anymore. I used to do all types of yoga. And then when I found my Kundalini practice, it was so great because you can really do it in a very short amount of time. So what's exciting about the chakra class, if you sign up for this bonus, you are going to get 7 Kundalini Yoga meditation classes filmed live with me. Now, these are videos, so you'll be able to watch them at your convenience. Each class is focused on one chakra. So you're going to start with the first chakra, correct, Sarah?
Yep, we're starting with the root chakra, the first chakra.
So you are going to get a Kundalini Yoga and meditation practice for the root chakra, and you're going to get a chant for the root chakra and a meditation for the root chakra. Super exciting. So you are going to get a practice for each chakra. So the reason why Kundalini Yoga works on the chakras is because we move energy. There are 7 secrets to Kundalini Yoga that you are going to get access to in this chakra course. So the first secret of Kundalini Yoga is that we use breathing techniques in every single posture. So let me just demonstrate. This is a really common one we do in Kundalini, and it's called spinal flex. And I practice in my jeans, you guys. So you just bring your hands to your shins, and you inhale, push your spine forward, and you exhale and round your spine. And that's it. And remember, also the cool thing about Kundalini is that it's super, super simple, and you can modify it if you need to. So if you're working with injuries, you can absolutely just work at your own level. And in my video courses, I always give alternatives to every posture. So this is spinal flex, and all you do is arc and round. So if you're sitting around, even if you have your baby, I used to breastfeed and do this. Even if you're sitting around, just go ahead and maybe you can try this. We'll do it for a couple of seconds. So this is one of the secrets, is we do repetitive movement in Kundalini. Very different from Hatha Yoga, right? So Hatha Yoga, we do a lot of stillness practice. In Kundalini, we move a lot, right? And then you can speed it up. So notice the breath that I'm doing. The breath in Kundalini is very different than in Hatha Yoga. We do a little bit more of a rapid breath. So you move energy immediately. So if you did that, you felt it. And that's what I love about it. It gives instant results. Instant results. So one of the secrets is the movement, the posture. Another one is this. So very simple, right? Very simple. So simple postures, and then we time the postures. So you're going to see, if you take the chakra course, you're going to see that I'm going to put on a timer, and I'm actually going to time you. So in the amount of time that we move, guess what we're doing? We're accessing the glands. Did you know there's a gland associated with each chakra? A psychologist found this out when he started studying Eastern stuff. It was kind of cool in the 70s. He started thinking about the chakra system when he was studying Eastern philosophy. And because it comes from the Vedas, as Sarah shared with you guys, which is one of the most ancient body of knowledge from India. Veda means knowledge. So when he started studying the chakras, he started going, oh my God, there is actually a gland and an organ associated with each chakra. So the Kundalini yogis figured this out. So we tap, we move, because we're accessing. So heart chakra, what is that gland? Did you talk about the glands at all, Sarah?
I did not talk about the glands in this one, no.
So you are going to learn this, you guys. You are going to learn a whole deeper level of the chakras. So thymus gland is the heart. So that's to the right of your heart, and that has to do with immunity. So Kundalini yoga meditation, immune yoga. Why? Because we tap, because we move, because we breathe. We do a lot of breathing techniques. Breath of fire is the main one for the solar plexus. To access that third chakra, that I can, I am, I will, we do a lot of breath of fire, which gives you tons of energy. Don't we need that as moms? Don't we need that? So this is super exciting because there's a gland and an organ associated with each chakra, and Kundalini yoga and meditation is going to give you access to that information. And then you're going to practice it, and you're going to feel it in your body. You're going to feel it in every cell, viscerally. You're going to feel that energy move and awaken. And that's what we're doing. That's what we want to do. So you have all this philosophical awareness of the chakras now after doing her course. Now you're going to bring it into a visceral level in your body, and you're going to feel it. You're going to visualize it. You're going to see it in your mind. So that's another secret to Kundalini yoga, is we actually do a lot of visualization. So the yogis tell us that in the future, we're going to be able to heal ourselves and heal others with vibration, so frequency, and which we do a lot of chanting. There's the vibration and the frequency, and visualization. So you're going to learn all of this. It's so exciting. And I am super passionate about teaching. As you can see, I get super excited talking about Kundalini. I've been doing this over 20 years. I'm one of the highest trained teachers in my area in Los Angeles. Thank God we have great access to these teachings here in LA. So, and I can't see comments, Sarah, so I'm wondering if there are any questions or what else, if I could talk about anything else. I know I didn't get through all the secrets, but the secrets to Kundalini are in the posture, the movement, the time. We gaze our eyes a very specific way. So we gaze here, which is your sixth chakra. We do a lot of bowing, which is accessing the intuition. We gaze down to lock the frontal lobe of the brain in a sacred triangle. So we focus at the moon center, which is very calming. So you're going to learn so much. It really is going to take this, take it to a whole new level. Sarah, I can't hear you, honey.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Now I can, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I keep turning my mic on and off because every time I start talking, it flickers to me, and I was trying to cough before. I was like, everybody doesn't need to see me coughing. Okay, so let's see here. So guys, I think Valinda can't see your comments. We're actually using a third-party video service.
I cannot see any comments.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments on my phone, and because I can't see, and then there's a weird delay on the screen, so it's really crazy to watch us, what we were saying, like 30 seconds ago.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I'm just going to so you guys can hear me out there. Let me know if you guys have questions about anything for Valinda, or like if there's suggestions, you guys would like, she can definitely do a real quick suggestion for something you maybe whatever dealing with here. But so Jen asked that, or said rather, this sounds like something that could be helpful for COPD. So I don't know if you know anything about like people that have physical stuff going on, Valinda, kind of the stuff that, you kind of have to deal with for life, right? How is Kundalini yoga beneficial for that kind of person? Do you have any?
Yes, absolutely. So one of the things the yogis would say, our teacher, Yogi Bhajan, he would actually look at your energy system. So he would look at your chakras, and he could see chakras. And he would tell you what's going on in your energy system. So the yogis believed kind of the opposite of the way Western medicine works. Western medicine works on the symptom in the body and gets rid of the symptom. The yogis would look at your chakra system and say, oh, I see you have a third chakra imbalance, or I see there's something going on in your throat chakra. So they would give you a chant, they would give you a meditation, they would give you a posture, and then they would give you, our sister science to yoga is Ayurveda. They would give you Ayurvedic herbs or a way of eating to fix the energy. So the yogis, it's like the inside out revolution. They would say, if you fix the energy, then the physical symptom would go away. So we actually work opposite than the Western system. So we fix the energy system first, and then everything else gets healthy and vital.
Right.
So it absolutely works on that. I've worked with people with fibromyalgia. I work with people with depression. I work with people with anxiety. I'm also a dance movement therapist. I have my master's from UCLA, and I went to school for therapy for many years and worked as a therapist for many years. So when I found Kundalini, I was like, oh my God, this is the ultimate in dance movement therapy, because it gave me a map for healing. It gives you a very specific map. You do this chant, you do this meditation, you do this breath, and you do this posture, and you do it for 40 days. Because ideally what we do in Kundalini, I'm leading a 40-day meditation right now, is we do one thing for 40 days to go deep, dig it, and fix it. So what you're going to get with Sarah with this course is you're going to get a Kundalini yoga meditation practice, chant, and postures for each chakra. So based on your map that you have figured out in her free course, you can pick, whichever kriya, we call them kriyas. So that's a very specific set of actions that produce a desired result. Kundalini is very prescriptive. Mm-hmm. So if you have a first chakra imbalance, you're going to get that first chakra class. You can do it weekly for 8 weeks. You can say, oh, I'm just going to focus on the first chakra and work on the chakra class, work on that meditation, and work on that chant. And so on and so on. If you're working with heart issues, you can take that heart chakra class and work that one. So I hope that answered the question.
Yeah. So I want to say, when you were saying about taking one thing and doing it over and over again for an extended period of time, in December, I remember you and I did your 20-minute call session that you had, and you gave me that really quick breathing technique to do. I don't know if you remember, but I do it all the time, and it was really, amazing. So it really does, when you do those little things over and over again, it's awesome. And we do have a couple more. I had a question for you, and now I can't remember what it was, but so Roxanne's in your area, and she wants to know, you practice out of your home, right, Valinda, for your personal classes, and then you teach. Yeah. So Roxanne, check out her website. I put it in the comments. It's southbayyoginis.com.
Thank you, Sarah. Yes, I teach out of my home in South Torrance. I'm in South Torrance, and I call them Kundalini Yoga Bliss Parties, because all my friends come here and we practice Kundalini Yoga meditation together, and then we have snacks and community after. It's an amazing group of women, and these are the classes that I film, you guys. And then, so this is my chakra series. It was filmed out of my home. So it's just me on camera, just so you know, but you can hear all the women in the audience chanting and moving and doing all the work. So these are the classes that I film, and then I put on my Vimeo channel.
It's super cool. So I said before, and I've said this like a bunch of times, that I don't really know what happens when I talk to Valinda, but it's like something really calming plus a shot of espresso, and I'm not totally sure what happened, but I know it was amazing. I'm like, I don't really know what just happened here, but I know it was really good. So Susan was asking about resources. So yeah, Susan, we do have the class, but follow Valinda, online too. And at her, if you click her profile, I think it will link you to her business page. And she has a Facebook group where she does all kinds of, like right now she's doing a 40-day meditation practice, and she's always doing stuff. So certainly follow Valinda here on Facebook too. So let's see here. So Jen says that her daughter has central core disease. So since there's no cure or treatment, this is super interesting. Yeah, Valinda is, all this Kundalini yoga, I think, is really super amazing. And I didn't know much about it until I stumbled across Valinda. So Donna's asking, would this be good for sciatica and lower back issues? From the moves I just saw, that would probably bother her lower back. So Donna's got lower back issues. Valinda, do you have any thoughts on that?
I have a lot of women with lower back issues in my classes. So what I tell them is you can visualize yourself doing it, or just do it 50%. So I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to work my core. I'm going to breathe deeply. I'm going to inhale Sat, exhale Nam, truth is my name. I'm going to use my core in every posture. And then if you get that third chakra class, we do a lot of like supported leg lifts. So placing your hands beneath you and really working the core. So we do have kind of intense practices as well. I'm glad you brought that up. But I always give alternatives. You can do one leg at a time lifts. And remember, I have disc bulges in my neck as well. So I totally hear you and I get it. But the main thing, I'm under chiropractic care. I'm seeing an osteo, and they're like, never quit doing yoga. Because the main thing when we're in pain or we have chronic pain, it's chronic tightness, right? So even that lower back pain, it can be a psoas issue, right? So this, really good for lower back pain. Why? Because we're opening up the psoas muscle. We're opening up the side body. So any very simple moving and breathing exercises. I have a rotator cuff injury. What do I have to do? I have to do this. Why? Because if I hold my pain or I hold my shoulder, it's going to get worse and it's going to atrophy. And then I'm not going to be able to lift my arm, right? And that's the thing as yogis, what we learn is really moving and breathing is going to help the tissue. It's going to break up that fascia. You have to foam roll. You have to go deep. You have to get the massage therapist in there. So all of this is going to do nothing but help you. But if you're working with chronic pain, I would suggest doing about 50% of the posture. So you're going to see me going all out and you're going to just do a little, and you're going to breathe, and you're going to meditate, and you're going to chant in your mind. And it will help you no matter what. I have women come to my class. I had a woman with vertigo who has cyclical vomiting. No cure. The doctors don't know what's wrong with her. She comes to my class. She came last Thursday to my mantras and malas class, and she laid down on the couch, and it shifted her. Just being in the energy with 20 of us doing Kundalini yoga and meditation. We call it couch yoga. Because that vibration is healing her. Being in that uplifted vibration is healing her. So that's what I say. I say you can absolutely chant. You can lie down. You can breathe. If you can't do anything, you can chant and breathe and lie down, right?
Yeah. It's so amazing that you talk about the energy and lifting that she experienced this just from the energy, because that is one of the things that we talked about a lot this past or last week in the class. Was people ask the question, and this is Valinda. So everybody, of course, we'd love for you to join us in our chakra class, but if you can't, it's just not the right time. Definitely keep following Valinda, on Facebook, and hopefully the Sisters Enchanted. But Valinda right now, the meditation she's doing, or she's encouraging people to do for 40 days, it's raising the vibration of the men in your life. And that was a question that was asked a lot this past week was, well, what do I do? This person in my life is negative. This person's negative. What do I do? And my answer was raise your vibration, because when you're vibrating at a higher level, the idea is, right, that we're bringing up the vibration around us. And that, sounds like that's what happened.
Beautiful. That is so beautiful.
Firsthand.
That's exactly what we're doing. So anything you do is going to raise your blueprint. So I have this image, if you guys saw The Matrix, like when Neo steps into his vibrational self that's all light, and he kind of puts it on like a glove. That's how I feel. Like my soul is vibrating here and my ego is here. Like my ego wants to complain. My ego wants to, Our teacher says that our biggest fault as women is competing, comparing, and complaining. So he said we have to raise that vibration. So we're literally coming into the blueprint of our soul. That's what Kundalini yoga meditation teaches us. It literally brings you into that blueprint of your soul, and you will resist it. Believe me, I've been doing this 25 years. Half my life I've been doing this. And let me tell you, do I still resist those 40-day meditations? Absolutely. Does my ego go, I don't want to do, I absolutely. But inevitably, when I put that chant on, when I do my practice, when I force myself, it's non-negotiable for me at this point in my life to do my practice. It raises my vibration. And it brings people like Sarah into my life. It brings, it does everything. Everything changes because of it. And it's not like for this Soporic meditation for raising the vibration of the men in our lives. I chant it once in English, and then I chant it a couple times in Gurmukhi, and then I just let it play while I'm getting ready for bed at night. It's not like I'm sitting down, for 37 and a half minutes a day doing this chant, because my self-care practices take like 4 hours a day at this point. I have to foam roll, I have to spin, I have to do yoga, I have to meditate. I mean, who can do all that? Last night I did my yoga practice in the bathtub. Literally.
That's amazing. You're the best. I had a question. So Stephanie asked, so her question is, and then I'm going to add to it a little bit. Her question is that she's total beginner with yoga. Mm-hmm. And where should she start? And so I guess I will add to Stephanie's question, Valinda, if you want to just speak to this. So when we think of yoga, we all think of like leggings and handstands, I think, right? And that kind of yoga. So she's a total beginner. So the difference between kind of like the yoga we see when we watch a movie, right? And everybody's going to all these women are going to a yoga class or something. And then the yoga, what's the difference with Kundalini yoga? And then as a beginner, what could she expect?
Okay.
Too much of a question?
Great question. That's a great question, because Kundalini yoga is the yoga of awareness. So we're not so concerned about the musculoskeletal system. Yes, we do physical postures in Kundalini, like this, like this, like this. So the yoga that we see in the magazines, the yoga that we think is yoga, the yogis never meant that to happen. Like that's a total Western thing. We've extracted the advanced asanas is really what they're called. There's really 8 limbs to yoga. I have a free yoga 101 course on my website. If you want to grab it, it's on YouTube. It's totally free. But basically there are 8 limbs of yoga and the postures are one limb. So we have extracted the advanced postures and made that yoga in the West. And it couldn't be more wrong. It's really wrong. And it's upsetting to me because that's not yoga. Yoga is aligning your finite consciousness with your infinite consciousness. Well, what does that mean? That means taking your ego and aligning it with the blueprint of your soul. How do I do that? You do it through breath. You do it through awareness. You do it through watching yourself and becoming the observer. You do it through simple postures so you can move the energy, such as this. And that's, I mean, I don't want to get into the whole real yoga because I literally had someone text me the other day, hey, Valinda, do you teach real yoga or just Kundalini? I'm like, okay, that's the most real yoga. Come on. I don't want to get into like what's real yoga because there's a whole argument going on in the yoga community right now about that. But really, Kundalini is one of the oldest yogas. And we're more concerned about you being happy and healthy. What Yogi Bhajan, our teacher, says, I want you to be happy, healthy, and holy.
Yeah.
And he says, and that's what we're doing. So we do lots of tapping. We do body drops such as this. We'll drop our bodies on the floor over and over and over and over. What is that doing? My chiropractor was like, oh my God, you're totally adjusting your spine right now. What is that? I'm like, it's Kundalini yoga. You know, we tap, we breathe, we go hud, 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 hud. So that's what our yoga looks like. And that's why you never see it on the front of Yoga Journal. And it makes me mad.
Too, I know that I always feel really self-conscious doing the chants myself because I like to say, being from Connecticut, I am the worst at pronouncing things the proper way. If they're not just plain, flat, New England English, it comes out sounding ridiculous. But, you know, I just... at home anyway, I like try to seclude myself from my husband because he totally will make fun of me, and I just do my thing and I follow your videos and they're just, it's awesome. But
my husband makes fun of me too, and I'm from Mississippi, so I totally get it. And you do not have to chant. It's nice to tune in. We tune in before every class, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, because as I said, the healing of the future is vibrational frequency. Right? We know this as spiritual women, as spiritual people. So we're raising our frequency. If you think of it that way, and because we live in this human form, that's why we have to do all these movements and the chants, because we're literally just flicking the tongue at the roof of the mouth. So when I chant, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, I already feel different. Why? Because I have 84 meridians at the roof of the mouth, because I vibrated my pituitary, hypothalamus, and pineal gland. What is that? That's what chakra? You guys just did her chakra course. 7th chakra. I vibrated that, the glands. So what is enlightenment? There's a great magazine that's come out. What is enlightenment? And the scientists have finally figured out what it is. And it's in the glands in your brain. It's the pituitary, hypothalamus, pineal. Kundalini yogis knew that. How do we access these glands? Through mantra. Man, it means mind. Tra is device. It's just a mind device. So if you can break it down like that, it's the reason I chant is to vibrate my upper palate, to vibrate my pituitary, which is the master gland in charge of my hormones. I'm 51. I'm going through menopause right now. So I hope that's not TMI, but so I need to vibrate my pituitary gland because it's the master gland in charge of my hormones. So I need to vibrate my thymus because it's my immunity. I'm pressing, right? I'm vibrating all this. So if you think of it as frequency, what is going to access my higher frequency? That's the God code, and it's chanting.
That's so awesome. And Valinda, you're giving people are feeling the same. Everyone's giving you such good feedback, positive vibes, loving Valinda, all this amazing stuff.
Thank you.
Someone's asking me, and I have a feeling this is like a yoga inside thing, but about the hardest yoga posture that must be done on a mountain early in the morning. I don't know, but they're agreeing that you speak the truth about yoga. So this must be some yoga insider thing.
Yeah, I don't know about the hardest yoga pose. For me, though, I did a 40-day meditation where I had to get up at 4:30 in the morning, and I had to take a cold shower, and I had to chant and meditate for 2.5 hours before sunrise. And that was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Oh my gosh. You would have dropped me at the cold shower.
It's really good for your organs, though.
That's what I do hear, that cold showers are really good, right? And for your skin too, I think.
Yes.
Other discussion.
Yeah, and then people ask me if this is my natural hair color, and I'm like, I should start selling yoga for hair, because people always ask me, how do you get your hair like that? And how do you get your skin like that? I'm like, Kundalini yoga.
That's so funny. My husband, because he sees me like talking to you, or like my videos watching or whatever. And he's like, is that the one with the long hair? I'm like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I sit on my hair.
All right. So yeah, everyone I don't have a lot of questions, just a lot of really good, like, people love you. So you guys, you can get her free class at her website, southbayyoginis.com. And then if you want to sign up for our chakra class, the bonus with that is you get, the Sisters Enchanted chakra class, which we meld the magical with the spiritual together, which is really fun and awesome, and a little bit of a different class than you're going to see anywhere else about the chakras. But then with Valinda's class, also you're getting her chakra class. And then I think like around in March, we talked about she's going to do a little live session with the people that sign up for this class as well. But she's super busy. So
I lost you. I can't hear you. Sarah. I lost you.
Oh no, can you hear me now?
Now you're back.
Okay. I was saying about the class, with your class, if they sign up for the chakra class with our, the Sisters Enchanted plus your chakra class, there's, and I think in March we said that you would do a live session with the group of people that sign up for that class, a live class of some sort. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So that's really exciting. Roxanne's saying, she was asking if we're going to do the class again this year. So this is the only time this year that we're doing the Sisters Enchanted Chakra Magic class. And as of now, Valinda's not teaching, to my knowledge, any live things around her chakra class online. So this would be a great time, to join.
Right. So what I'll teach in the for the people who sign up is I'll do a chakra series that balances all the chakras and works into the 8th chakra, the magnetic field. So what the Kundalini yogis believed is that when you balance all 7 chakras, then your radiance gets really bright. So we work on each chakra, and then we work on the radiance. So your radiance. Yogi Bhajan, our teacher, says there's 2 ways to go in life. He said, go and get it, develop your physical body and exhaust yourself and go after everything. Or he says, be and get it, attract all things to you. So that's what we're working for as Kundalini yogis, is we're working for attracting, we're working for brightening our radiance, and all things come to us. So all we have to do is sit and allow.
I love that. You're so amazing, Valinda. So amazing. Well, any other questions for her while I've got her here before she runs off to go do other amazingness in her life? So she's 3 hours behind me. She still has a day ahead.
It's 1:30 here in LA, and it's 63 and freezing for us. So.
Oh my goodness. If it was 63 here, we'd be outside.
I know. Here we're like, heat's on. We've got our Uggs on and our hats on, and it's 63, literally.
Oh no, we would be outside. Oh, speaking of hats on, Valinda, tell everybody, why do you wear your hat for Kundalini yoga, or why do you cover your head rather?
Yeah, so we cover our head to protect the crown chakra, because especially as teachers, we become containers for everyone's stuff in the class. So we've all heard of projection, like when you take your issues and you put them on someone else because you don't want to look at it within yourself. So that's what we do as Kundalini yoga teachers and as movement therapists. So I become the container. So when I create space for people and I hold space for everyone, you basically get rid of all your negative crap in my house. So I sage it and cleanse it and do all these things that Sarah does. And Sarah has taught me how to do because we become containers. So I don't want other people's stuff going into me. So that's why we cover our heads. And I've just gotten to where, I've been doing this like 20 some years that I just feel more comfortable with my head covered now. So I'm also an introvert. So I think it has to do with that too. Like I love hoodies and I love to kind of protect. It feels protective for me. But my teachers are actually Sikh and they wear turbans and they wear all white and they wear turbans. But I'm not Sikh and I don't want to do all the religious stuff of the Sikhism. But this is one thing I do honor is covering my head as a teacher.
You're so awesome, Valinda. I just want to sit here and like just watch you talk about stuff.
Yeah, because you got to do.
Somebody else is agreeing with me. So Heather says, "Yeah, I have no idea what's going on, but I want to cry and laugh and jump up and down." That's like after I talked to Valinda. Like I don't know if anybody's ever said this to you before, ever explained me that way, but I literally feel like I don't know what just happened. It's either like a bedtime tea or espresso, but they both just happened, and I don't know what's going on, but I know I feel really good, and it's kind of like. But I don't even know, like what just happened. I don't know what just happened, but I know I feel great. So I'm just gonna go with it. That's how I feel after I hear you talk.
Well, that's the highest compliment because as yogis, our teacher says that you want to be so bright that your presence uplifts others. That is the ultimate goal of a yogi, is that when you walk in a room, you light it up. So that's what we want to do as moms. And that's why I love this practice so much, is because I can do 15 minutes a day and then I can totally be there for my daughter. I can hold space for her. When she was little, I could watch her tantrum without getting, all those attachment and the cords getting pulled. I could be in my space and just watch her and witness her. And there is power in that. We know, right? There's power in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everybody's saying you're amazing. Heather's heart chakra is like, whoa.
What's all the Kundalini I do? I do Kundalini every day, you guys, every single day.
Yeah, no, you're so awesome. Well, do you guys have any last minute questions for Valinda?
Yeah, and please join my group. I teach in there weekly. It's called Conversations with My Soul Sisters, Kundalini Yoga, Meditation, and Wellness. And I'll throw the link in the comments when I get off because I have no comments right now. I can't get in anything. I'll throw the link in the comments. And Sarah is in there. And I want Sarah to come live in my group and talk about her chakra class.
Yeah, I saw you messaged me, Valinda.
Yeah.
So,
well, we can set up if you want to do that, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Well, I don't see any more questions. Do you ever, I think my daughter might be breaking in on us. Heather, do you ever travel and do groups? I'd love to see you in the Northeast. So would I.
I have not. And you know what's crazy? I had a vision of being at Sarah's retreat in September. So that was very interesting. Oh no.
So I hear you, my daughter. That would be amazing if you were at my retreat.
I had a vision. I generally don't. I don't travel a lot.
Scarlett, take a deep breath. Okay. That's so funny that you say that, Valinda, because I was thinking in the future that I need to get you at a live event.
Yeah, I do retreats. I've done retreats for 10 years. I do them in Ojai, but we had these big fires and mudslides, so I don't have anything on the docket right now because we've just been been so traumatic here in Los Angeles with the fires and the mudslides.
I can imagine that you would be amazing at a retreat.
We had great retreats.
I've been bombed by my little one.
Yes, hi.
She broke in. She totally broke in. Well, you guys, let me check. I see a little bit. Let me check on these comments. I got totally distracted. But yeah,
you guys just tag me in the comments if you have any questions about Kundalini, meditation, anything like that. Just tag me and I'll be happy to get back to you.
Yeah, you could totally come stay with me, Valinda.
Okay.
Not that you'd want to, but I mean, you could. So somebody's asking about clearing chakras in your workplace. Christy, check out the video that I did on Friday. I gave a really quick thing. And Valinda, I don't know, do you have a quick tip for clearing your energy with Kundalini yoga?
Well, I think breath of fire is great. We do this thing called ego eradicator that sets you for the day. And basically what it is you bring the fingertips to the pad. So each finger represents a planet and an aspect. Our thumb is our ego. Jupiter, that's expansion. Middle finger is Saturn, patience and devotion. Ring finger, energy, vitality, health and wellness. Pinky finger is Mercury for communication. So we bring our hands up, our thumbs face the sky. So the thumb, the ego facing the sky, and we do breath of fire, which is a rapid breath from the belly. You press the tongue at the roof of the mouth, the eyes gaze up. This balances everything. It brings lots of heat and energy, opens up the thymus and the lymph glands. You could do it for 15 seconds in the bathroom. Inhale, hold, touch the thumbs, sweep the aura, and exhale, relax. So just little things like that, breath of fire, alternate nostril breathing. And I teach a lot of these yoga hacks in my group, Conversations with My Soul Sisters. And on my South Bay Yoginis page, I do live streams weekly, Wednesday Wisdom, 2 p.m. on Wednesdays Pacific time.
Yeah, you guys got to follow her for sure over in her group. And I see there's questions about beginner stuff. So I think if you guys join up in Valinda's group, you're going to find a lot of really good tips for Valinda. But I think that we're going to have to wrap up. So we're hoping for about a half an hour. We're a little bit over, and there's mass chaos breaking out in my house. I'm not quite sure what's happening.
Well, let me just throw in one last thing.
But Valinda, do you, Scarlett, I know Valinda had a special bonus in mind for you guys today. If you guys wanted to sign up for the chakra class with us.
Yeah, if you sign up for the chakra class today, by what time do you want to do it Eastern time? Because I don't want to keep you up too late.
You know what? Do you want to do 24 hours? Because I can end tomorrow this time. If you want to do 24 hours, it's up to you. But 24 hours would work for me. This gives a little bit of time.
Yeah, so if you sign up for the chakra series, the chakra class with the bonus with my Kundalini yoga and meditation practices, you're going to get 7 1-hour Kundalini yoga and meditation practices to practice at your leisure each week with each chakra. You're going to get a mantra, you're going to get a kriya, you're going to get a meditation. And if you buy within the next 24 hours, I'm going to throw in an 8th video for your 8th chakra for your radiance. So if you buy it in the next 24 hours, Sarah is going to let me know, and we're going to throw in an extra class for your radiance. I can't hear you, Sarah.
Oh, I'm back. I've got sorry, I turned my mic off. I'm trying to control the chaos over here. So Valinda, your course alone is worth like $150 plus your free. Plus, when we're going to talk to you in March, you're going to do a chat with that group also. So this is definitely a great value, especially with the extra class, if you guys want to jump on it.
Absolutely. And just so you guys know, don't worry about being a beginner. I offer alternatives to every single posture that I give in the class. I always say, if you're working with injury, do this. You can visualize yourself doing it, but really getting access, getting your hands on this practice is super powerful. And being in the vibration, as you see, just being with me is going to uplift you. So don't get so caught up in whether you can do the postures or not. Kundalini yoga meditation is very simple. I'm not going to say it's not challenging, because it is challenging, but I do offer alternatives for every single posture in every single video.
Awesome. I'm really excited about it. And I'm excited to follow along and do the class myself for sure. So if you guys have any questions, you can tag Valinda and you can tag me here in the group. My daughter is knows that she is going to get into some trouble for being in here right now. And she is trying to avoid my husband snatching her up, and it's causing mass chaos. But if you guys have questions about either of the chakra classes, you can tag me in the group or Valinda, and we will answer any questions that you have. And if you guys have any questions about Kundalini yoga in general for Valinda, definitely ask her. She's really awesome, and I know she'll answer them for you if you guys just give her a quick tag in the group.
All right. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you all for coming today.
Yeah. And Susan's asking, anybody here who is already in the chakra class, I'm going to send you guys an email later on tonight. So there's some people who were in the class previously, and I'll send you guys an email and work and figure this out. But yeah, thank you, Valinda. And I apologize for all the chaos at the end, everybody. You know, I got a 3-year-old and 8-month-old, just doing the best I can.
You're awesome, Sarah. Thank you so much, you guys.
You're awesome, Valinda. Thank you. And I'll see you around the internet, Valinda.
Sounds good. Bye.
Right. Bye.